Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we're painting again. I know, 2 weeks in a row, this is kinda crazy. I assume this is coming out the week after the last one. Gonna have to kind of play that by ear as this is a gift that's being given. So I'm hoping that it will be given by Christmas, but this one is interesting. First of all, this is like my first real commission by someone that isn't related to me, so that's great. Another thing is this is based off of a scene in a movie, and I'll tell you guys at the end, but I'm sure you can probably guess if you've seen the movie. This one was particularly difficult for me. You can see me applying another coat of liquid white there. I bought a 3-pack of these canvases, and I didn't read. They're not pre-primed. Also, it was the same price for 3 of these that were not primed as it was to buy a 5-pack of the same size that were already primed. So I kind of got scammed a little bit. But it's fine, I made it work. This is one that I really wanted to get it right, so I painted a test, like I did a test run to test all the different techniques and stuff, and I still messed up. I did not want the sky to be that blue. At least I wanted it to be like a little bit blue, like up at the very top, but I wanted the most of it behind the trees to be like a dark color, so it looked like the trees just continue on to the background. I kind of messed that up, but I think it still came out looking pretty decent. Also with how dry these canvases, like it sucked up all the paint, and these are oil paints. Obviously these not drying for like a week at times, so yeah, it was kind of rough. I think these trees turned out really good though. I had to paint a lot of them obviously, so I think I got pretty good at it. I'm just using the Van Dyke brown. I forget, I think I may have used the dark sienna on the trees in the very back. Not the very back, but that like second layer, I guess it would be, of trees. And yeah, and I did like some yellow with some white as the highlights, and it looks really yellow on this video for some reason. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I'm sure you can probably tell that the reflections just aren't coming as naturally as they usually do when doing the Bob Ross technique, just because of how dry the canvas was. Like, it soaked up the liquid white so quickly. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out, and the person that bought it was also very happy whenever they saw it, so I'll take that as a win in my book. This was a lot of firsts for me. I've never done this many trees. I've never done this much water. And you'll see coming up in just a little bit some other things that I've never done. Yeah, it was a very interesting experience, and I really want to try another crack at it just so I can get it perfect. Like, third time's the charm, you know what I mean? Okay, so this is like the second time-lapse video here. I had to take a little break for a day and go work, but when I came back the next day after I'd worked, I got to work on the thing again, if that makes sense, the painting, whatever. Here I'm putting in a little boat. It does not look as good as the first boat. I think it looks better on the inside of the boat, but the overall dimensions of the boat, not as good as the first one that I made. I think a reason for that is because of just how dry this canvas was. Like, I can't state that enough. This canvas really bothered me. Yeah, just putting in some oars there. The one on the far side kind of gave me trouble, so I just put a little stick of it up. And now we're adding in some swans. Yes, very nice. So this was, the other two firsts from this were a boat and animals. I've never really done animals. I've done little like V birds or whatever, you know, just like really quick, easy birds that don't look like much of anything. I've done those before, but this is my first time actually trying to do animals, and I did these swans. Did I call them geese earlier? I don't know. I also kept forgetting to like blend stuff out. It's like, oh no, I need to add all the details, not blend, mirror, reflection, whatever. I kept adding in the details like, oh shoot, now I need to reflect that down. Yeah, they didn't turn out the best, the Swans didn't, but they turned out better than my first run, so I am thankful for that. Yeah, just adding in some more highlights here, some more yellow, giving it a little signature, and I reflected my signature down into the water. I thought that was a fun detail. Now there we have it. I would have liked to have gotten a better picture of this one, or like with it hanging on my wall or something, but you know, it's already been given to the person who bought it, so that's fine. I'm very happy with the way this one turned out. You know, there's definitely room for improvement, but it still looks good, so I'm happy. Yeah, I think that's all I really have to say. I guess let me know what you guys have to say down in the comments. I'm filming this, or recording this voiceover right after I posted the last video, and it's already got 7 views, which is pretty nice. So, yeah, if you like the content, if you like the painting, go ahead and leave a like, maybe leave a subscribe, and if you have any ideas for other things that I should paint, because sometimes I struggle with that, leave them in the comments below, and maybe I'll do it. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, happy painting, and God bless.